From the Cleveland State University Convocation Center, the NPSL Balls of Fire. Today it's the Cleveland Crunch and the Chicago Power. Hi, everybody. I'm Ed Vicinic along with Art Kramer. Glad you could join us here in Cleveland. On the NPSL menu this afternoon, we've got a couple of teams bopping around in two different worlds. You got the Cleveland Crunch, the defending NPSL champs with the best record in the league at 20-7. The Chicago Power, on the other hand, don't have the privilege of breathing that purified air. They're 5-21. And Art, when you're struggling like that, chances are you're going to try a lot of different things.
Yeah, try anything if you have to. And I talked to Coach Boros Susovic just a couple moments ago, and Boros said we may have a big surprise here this afternoon in the way of the sixth attacker to start the game.
So we'll see if that happens. Now, when you come to Cleveland or watch the Crunch, two names pop out. We talk about them all the time: Hector Marinero, Zoran Karic. But there's a guy on that line that gets overlooked. His name is Tommy Tanner. And Hector Marinero and Zoran Karic know what he means to them. Let's listen to Hector.
He hasn't got the respect that he deserves. You know, I think everything that Zoran and I do out on the field really comes from him. And, you know, he does all the dirty work for us and just doesn't get enough credit. I think one of these years he's going to be an all-star, and it's going to be well-deserved.
All right.
Art, you know, I think all great players know what the role players do for them.
And that's right. And Tommy Tanner does all the little things the average fan doesn't see. Digging balls out of the corner, setting up the dynamic duo. But as you said, the two guys that do notice, Hector and Zoran.
Unfortunately, we probably won't see Tommy Tanner tonight. He hurt his foot in a game against Buffalo. So we've got a David and Goliath scenario set up. Sometimes those provide the best moment in sports. Stay with us.
Feel the heat. Catch balls of fire. Call 1-800-80-KICKS for the only scorching soccer action available on home video. Get ready to smash, crash, and score with balls of fire. No soccer fan can afford to miss this sensational home video. Cheer all the heart-pounding plays, the greatest goals, the wildest kicks, and all the outrageous antics of the game as you've never seen it before. Call 1-800-80-KICKS now for Balls of Fire, the hottest, fastest, and most intense sports video you'll find. Don't miss your chance to experience all the blazing action, cool moves, and explosive entertainment of NPSL soccer. Get Balls of Fire for only $14.95 plus shipping and handling. All major credit cards accepted. This video is available only through this exclusive TV offer. If you like your sports action fast, furious, and fun, call 1-800-80-KICKS now. Balls of Fire. Catch it.
What happens when a car offers the comfort of a luxury car and the performance of a sports car? What happens when the same car can outmaneuver expensive European sedans while getting the gas mileage of a four-cylinder compact? This is what happens. Presenting Motor Trend's Import Car of the Year, the Maxima from Nissan.
Hey, it's me, Red Dog. Red Dog. You know, I don't know what's going on here. I thought this was a school for dogs, not a school for sheep. Doggies bleeding. I don't think so. You better believe it. Yo, Chef.
Red Dog beer. Bold yet smooth, easy to drink.
School is out.
Looking to talk a little bit of smack on Talk 2. What is your image of you? I'm crazy. Perception is reality. Scoreboard, it never lies.
What's up, bro? We love New Jersey, baby. Everybody got a little craziness inside them.
Yeah, I'm a Hall of Famer. I've got nothing to worry about. Smack. It's a matter of telling the truth, no matter how much it hurts. Epic.
Jim Rome on Talk 2. Live weeknights on ESPN2.
We're back at the CSU Convocation Center, and as always, this NPSL telecast brought to you by Balls of Fire, the official video of the NPSL. Order yours now, 1-800-80-KICKS. Boros Susovic, the head coach of the Chicago Power in his first year, sporting a mark of 5-24. He's trying to rattle up his team and get some victories before this season is out. Over on the Cleveland side, Gary Henley, third year as head coach for the Crunch. and 4th year in the league. There you see his record, an NPSL championship last year. We're just about ready to go. The Cleveland Crunch wearing white with black. The Power wearing all black. And Art, we do have a surprise.
No doubt. The big cat, Tony Senna, right there in your picture is the goalkeeper, a 6th attacker. And I saw Coach Hindley's face over there for Cleveland, and boy, was he shocked. What the heck is going on is what he wants to know.
Tony Senna has not played in goal yet this year for the Power, even as a 6th attacker. They're out there with Jim Hartness, Mike Heweiler, Chuck Todd, Dan Stebbins, and Juan Carranza for the Crunch. Bill Andracki in goal. His defense, Tim Tima and Scott Schweitzer. Andy Schmetzer will be in the midfield. Tommy Tanner will, in fact, not play. There's a look at Tony Senna. He's only a rookie. In the freshman. Freshman.
Exactly. And I love the approach, Ed. When you're 5 wins, 24 losses, take some chances, try to make something happen.
Here's a lineup for the Chicago Power, how they started. There you see Tony Senna in goal. His defense, Carranza and Harkness. We mentioned the other guys. There's a good look at Scott Schweitzer, another guy who's in his rookie season. He has really stepped in and played well for the Crunch this year.
And you know what? Almost a minute gone here already, and Cleveland has not even touched the ball. So far, so good for the Power.
Jim Harkness, local Chicago boy, gets fouled along the far boards by Hector Marinero, and the Power will put it back in play.
Oro told me that if Cleveland should score 2 goals or get 4 points up here in the early going, he will abandon that and go back to his usual goalie. Just something to start with, try to shake Cleveland up a little bit, or possibly shake up his own troops.
Right now, the Power just looking for possession, and Gary Hindley is telling his guys to drop back behind the half line, and I saw the expression from Zoran Karic. He wasn't real happy about it, and the crowd's not happy about it either.
But it's Cleveland. The onus is on them to play. Chicago's on the road. They're 5-24. They don't need to play. They can sit there the whole game and waste time.
I think we should mention here it's going to take a lot of discipline for Chicago to stay in this mode of play. There's a tendency to get caught up when the game starts moving a little bit. Let's see how disciplined. Dan Stebbins was fouled there, and the Power will move down and have a free kick just outside the 3-point arc.
Playing with Tulsa back in 1991, and Victor Moreland, my coach, tried this same strategy. We lost the game against Kansas City, but we made it a heck of a game. 19-15 in that one.
I think the other thing we should mention is Senna is the 2nd leading scorer on the Chicago Power side with 63 points. So by putting him goal, you're losing some offense as well. Here's Chuck Cott with space to Dan Stebbins. Marked by Tim Tima, and they move it back out to Jim Harkness. We're about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And as Art told you, Cleveland has not really touched the ball. It's been all possession. They move it in quickly now to Stebbins. He'll leave it for Codd. Fake the shot. Moves in against Andracki, and they almost score. Cleveland will play it out to the midfield.
And it's important for Chicago that when it breaks down, when they miss the chance, get 5 guys directly back behind the ball.
Pressure being stepped up just a bit by the Crunch. Chicago does a nice job to move it ahead. Andy Schmetzer there fouling Jim Harkness. Schmetzer moving from the midfield spot on Cleveland's 2nd line to the 1st line, and we'll see DeJuan Bader in there playing midfield on the 2nd line. You just saw a good shot of Jim Harkness. He's a Chicago boy from Oak Lawn.
And here we are at close to 3 minutes gone. Cleveland has not had a shot on goal.
Pressure being picked up a little bit as Cleveland moves it up the field. Good ball across to Carranza. A little bit of a dangerous pass, but Chuck Todd handles it nicely. Now Tony Senna will shoot from anywhere, so don't be surprised to see him light it up from out high, although right now in a ball possession game, you don't want to see that.
Oro told me before the game he's looking for at least 2 3-pointers out of the big cat, Tony Senna.
There's Chuck Todd in his 4th year out of Torrance, California. Played his college ball at NC State. Had a knee injury that kept him out of 2 games at the beginning of the season. Well, right now, Art, that pass you just saw across the field has been a very key one for Chicago. And they've handled it well.
The more possession Chicago maintains, the more frustrated Cleveland will get. And Chicago will get some numbers going forward.
Bill Andracki getting a start, his 8th of the season for the Cleveland Crunch, has a record of 6-1 and a points against of 11.17. There's a good look at Bill Andracki.
Chicago has not scored more than 12 points in their last 7 games, Ed. So if they want to win this game, they're looking at a 12-10, 10-8 type score.
Here is Cleveland's second line. There's Henry Gutierrez, the odds-on favorite for the Rookie of the Year award this season. 79 points for Gutierrez. Doug Miller on there along with DeJuan Bader, the front runners. On the back line, Glenn Carbonera and Oscar Dragicevic. It's pretty much the same guys for Chicago so far. They haven't done a lot of running, so you can take a 4.5-minute shift. Look out, there's the mistake. Here comes Gutierrez. He's fouled by Carranza, and he will go directly to the box.
Well, now you will see a change in goalkeepers as they'll bring on their normal goalie, Jim Adams. Watch again. Chucky Codd just gets stripped there. And then Carranza felt he had to take down Gutierrez. You know, Gutierrez, you mentioned, in running for Rookie of the Year honors. The other guy that's probably given him the biggest battle, Tony Senna. So it's a head-to-head battle for Rookie of the Year honors here this afternoon.
So that will bring out Jim Adams, the regular keeper for the Chicago Power, to face Zoran Karic. 5 seconds to score. He'll step over the ball. Adams handles it and makes the stop. Big save for Jim Adams. He played a couple of years ago here in Cleveland, and I'm sure he needs to get a little of the butterflies out. We're going to take a break. We're about 4 minutes in and scoreless.
Hi, everybody. This is Tommy Lasorda, and have I got a deal for you? I'm going to let you borrow my batting coach. Seriously, Reggie Smith, batting coach to the Rookie of the Year for the past 3 years, has put together an incredible video on hitting.
Hi, I'm Eric Harris. Reggie Smith is my batting coach, and I was Rookie of the Year in 1992.
Hi, I'm Mike Piazza. You're ready to hit like the pros, then you're ready for big league coaching. Reggie Smith is my coach. He can be yours.
I'm Reggie Smith. You don't get to be batting coach on a professional team like the Los Angeles Dodgers unless the players believe in what you're doing. I can help you improve your level of batting and become a more confident and productive hitter. On this video, I share with you what the pros know.
Whether you're just learning baseball for the first time or a seasoned athlete, order Reggie Smith's training video today. Dial 1-800-641-8222. Call now and receive this sports water bottle, custom sunglasses, and Reggie's unique hitting chart absolutely free. Call 1-800-641-8222.
All right, we're back, and Cleveland goes to the power play. They played very well on special teams. Andy Spencer with the assist. Doug Miller heads it in at the far post.
Well, Eddie, Cleveland came in, the league leaders on the power play at 50%. Look at that side volley.
Well, you don't see too many assists of that nature. A lot of times they're goals, and Doug Miller was the recipient at the far post. It's a one-point goal.
Morrow having some words with his goalie.
Good look at Jim Adams there. Adams making his 13th start of the season. He was acquired from the Dayton Dynamo in a trade that sent Mark Simpson from Chicago to Dayton. But I think Morrow's got to be pretty pleased with what is going on so far.
Yeah, no doubt. Just the one mistake, the foul, the penalty that led to that goal.
Cleveland's starting lineup is back out on the field. This is the way they started. Bill Andracki in goal, the front line of Karic Marinero with Andy Spencer.
And look at that three. They're all going to be in the All-Star game in Buffalo Sunday night.
There's the officials, Paul Tamburino, Mike Tamburino, and Kyle Semenuk.
That was obviously one of the Tamburino brothers there. Don't ask me which.
Ever the observant one, Art. Bill Andracki.
And Chicago remains with that sixth attacker, not swayed by that early goal. Actually 1-0, it says 2, it's just 1. That was a power play goal.
Short carriage. We'll leave it back to Tim Tima. This is the pace of the game that Chicago would like to play. They don't want to get into a track meet.
Yeah, and they don't want to foul. Watch how Chicago just contains the Cleveland forwards. I spoke with Boro in depth about that, not giving away fouls inside their own half of the field, and so far, so good for the Power.
So far, Cleveland has yet to have the ball in an attacking position down at the far end. The only time they did, a penalty was called. Good ball to the leading scorer of the Power, Ken Snow. Snow in his 4th year with 104 points this season. Harkness into the corner. And back to Kenny Snow.
Excellent patience and possession so far by the Power. That's what teams need to do to beat the crunch in this building.
Chuck Codd had been playing defense for Chicago until tonight. They've moved him into the midfield. That's just a little bit too weighty for Snow to catch up to. Here's a look at some other scores today. Baltimore out to an early lead on Canton. That game in Baltimore. Marinero cut it just wide to the near side. Jim Adams on the floor playing goal for Chicago, so they're going to switch on the fly a lot. Good look at the 25-year-old from New Jersey. Brian Blashka, one of the many University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee players on the Chicago Power roster. Now Gutierrez, he tees it up. It gets blocked by the vet, Albert Adati. There's Oscar Dragicevic. He had a three-pointer in Cleveland's recent loss to the Buffalo Blizzard. An overtime 17-15 loss. Cleveland with a win this afternoon can clinch a playoff spot. Here's Doug Miller. He's got the first goal. That shot blocked by Brian Blashka. Blashka with 31 blocks coming into this afternoon's action. Tries to hold up Miller in the corner.
Nice give and go that time between Miller and Gutierrez.
Now Jim Adams will come forward. This is his 5th game with Chicago. Shapansky back in the lineup. There you just saw him tap it back to Juan Carranza. Shapansky had been out of the lineup with, I believe, bruised ribs. So he's back in playing, and he's a key figure for Chicago. Another look at Tony Senna.
Tony Senna, his idol's Chris Carter of the Vikings, and the big cat better not drop any balls today.
Kind of an imposing figure, Tony Senna. 6'2", 190 pounds, only 23 years old. We've got 6 minutes, 20 seconds to play in the first quarter, and Cleveland with a 1-0 lead on the goal by Doug Miller, his 8th one-pointer of the season. Carbonera tried a three-pointer. That was scooped up. You saw Jim Adams there. So don't turn your heads, because every time you look back there, there's going to be a different colored jersey for the Chicago Power. They switch again, and Senna is back on. Here comes Chicago attacking. Cross to Stebbins. Has a bit of time, but couldn't get it under control. Backheel pass for Todd. Miller stepped in and broke it up.
Yeah, Jimmy. That's it. If you're patient against Cleveland, you'll get chances. Zoran will get frustrated with chasing. It'll give you some numbers advantage.
I think the other thing you got to look for here, Art, is there's not a lot of up and down running for Chicago, but they have to work hard over short spaces.
Exactly. This is the type of game they want to play on the road.
Ball driven in, scooped up, and now let's see if Cleveland can go to work. Senna will go to the corner with Marinero. The ball straight up in the air. Harkness heads it out. They get it out of the zone, and a foul called against, I believe, Andy Schmetzer. Chicago will put it in play. A good look at Chuck Codd. Codd with 16 points this year. Right now he's been sort of a linchpin in the Chicago offense, or ball control offense.
Right here, 4 against 3 for the Power.
Got just under 5 minutes to play in the first. Senna now has inched over the half line, but he quickly gets back to his own half. in a battle. Snapping off the line as Antrack. He gets it out quickly. Senna busted it up. Andy Schmetzer playing with a strained arch. Couldn't get a pass to Carriage. See, now, Art, there's a situation where if you're not disciplined, you go to goal.
Exactly, and I'm sure Boros told the troops, back it out on every occasion. Even if you don't score, you waste 30, 40 seconds off the clock. The dynamic duo can't score if they don't have the ball.
There is Tony Senna. John Shapansky, 2 UWM grads. Holds off Schmetzer nicely. Broken up by Schweitzer. Marinero won it back to Carriage. He comes flying in. And Senna with his first big save.
Who says he can't play goal?
Not me. Ball high in the air, sizing it up as Marinero trying to take it down. He's in a battle there with Albert Adati, and the Power able to move it up the floor. Schweitzer broke it up to a posting Carriage. He turns the face in a double team.
But excellent defense.
Yes.
Excellent
Look, here's a 2-on-1. Now Tima gets back and makes it a 2-on-2 just over the crossbar for Ken Snow. Now the pace is picking up. Marinero 1 times ahead. Chested down neatly by Albert Adati.
Boy, I can't say enough about the game plan, Ed. Excellent, excellent game plan by the Power. Not fun to watch if you're a Crunch fan, but certainly effective if you're a Power fan.
Here's numbers up and a foul behind the play. The ref took advantage away from Cleveland.
And we got 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Restart number 1 for the Crunch, other than that 2-minute penalty.
And look where it is. Out in the half line, you're not going to get burned by a 1 out there. Tim Tima will put it in play. Tima, a 5-time member of the All-NPSL team.
I was a little surprised he didn't make his way in there this year, Timmy, having another outstanding season.
Here comes DeJuan Bader, and a kick save from Jim Adams. DeJuan Bader getting some time in on the second line. That Tanner is out of the lineup, and that one gets knocked out of play. That'll give us a chance to take a break. 2:45 to go. There's the score. We will return.
Hey, early again, huh, Frank?
I don't say this to many people, but what we do, the job we do,
Okay, guys, listen up.
is the most important job I can think of.
You've got a flight control check. Lewis and Randolph.
I mean,
Horoscope
there's
on
no
number
such
2.
thing as a B-plus mechanic on this airline.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Everybody knows their job. Everybody's responsible. Anybody, right down to the most junior mechanic, can keep an airplane in this hangar if there's the slightest hint of a problem. You might think, doing a job like this, day in, day out, it'd become routine. You know, just turning wrenches. But every now and then, I just go up and take a walk through the terminal. And right there, right in front of you, you see what's important.
Cleveland got that goal on the power play. It's worth 1 point, and they lead it by a point. The world champs. They're world champs because of a guy named Hector Marinero. And the Crunch is a team that scores a lot of goals on restarts, and they get one here. Carriage fires one home. That's worth 3 points, I do believe. And it's now a 4-0 Cleveland edge.
Well, too bad for Chicago. That restart, the result of a deflected ball. So let's take a look here in the wall. Yep, ball went right through the defender's legs. He lifted up. Not sure if that was Kenny Snow or... If you're in that wall, you've got to stand up strong. You can't give openings through, and that's what happened there.
Time of the goal, a 3-pointer for Zoran Carriage is the 12-16 mark. Zoran ups his point total to 137, and that's over 20 games. He's scoring about 7 points a game. So with a big bomb from outside the arc, the Cleveland Crunch have opened things up a bit. Snow on his way to goal. He scores!
The All-Star comes right back at him. Kenny Snow knocks it in off the post.
He made a nice turn along the near boards, had a step on Tima, and slid it past Bill Andracki's right side. Andracki not too pleased of it.
Yeah, that was the only place he could have put that ball. And watch again, side foots it. And a beautiful shot. The spin brought it in right off the post.
Ken Snow was the NPSL Player of the Week back in late December with an 11-point game against the Milwaukee Wave. One thing that Ken Snow does well is 9 times out of 10, if his shot doesn't go in, it's going to be on goal. The regular keeper, Jim Adams, back in his box. We'll see how long that lasts.
Regular, they've had about 5 or 6 this year already. And they started with Frank Arlasky, Mark Simpson.
A steal. Adams. Snow again. It gets blocked by a hustling Andy Schmetzer. Weiler's pass to Snow, not a good one. The counterattack for Cleveland. Carranza wins it and dumps it back to the midfield. Cleveland will get possession back. Garrett in a double team. Ran into Carranza. Nice tackle there. Snow ran into Tima. Slide tackle for Weiler. French scrambling a bit. Now Schmetzer finds some room. Plays it right wing. Overlapping Schweitzer. Kicked aside by Jim Adams. Tim Tima.
Oh, there's got to be a card. Real close there. And referee went into his pocket and then decided it wasn't in there.
Scott Schweitzer just had that bomb from the right side. Schweitzer with 20 points this season. One of the many North Carolina State Wolfpack playing for the Cleveland Crunch. Here's Brian Blashka. We're just about down to the 1 minute to play mark in the first quarter.
1 minute remaining first quarter.
Sena will drill it ahead. Bader got a piece of it. Now a battle, and Dan Stebbins will be called for knocking down Schweitzer.
And Schweitzer got away with 2 hands right in the back of Weiler there.
Drives it into Gutierrez. There's another guy from NC State. As a matter of fact, between those two guys, they won 3 straight ACC Player of the Year awards, and that is mighty praise. Gutierrez winning 2 of them, Schweitzer the other. Here comes Dewan Bader, also a Wolfpack member. Missed wide, and Doug Miller had the ball get caught behind him.
Yeah, Dewan should have dished that ball 3-on-2 when you got those numbers up. Find the open man and complete the pass.
There's a look at Gutierrez this year. 28 two-pointers. He's got 14 assists and 79 points. He's also rung up 4 hat tricks this season for Cleveland. Now, he's not a big guy, and he plays a target position, and he hasn't missed a game all year.
Yeah, he got some good experience overseas, outdoor. Really help him grow up early.
7 seconds on the clock. Snow going to goal. Ran into a crowd of white shirts and lost it. A chance for Cleveland, but the clock will run out. The horn sounds, and the Chicago Power with a very solid first 15 minutes of play. Cleveland on a bomb from three-point land from Zorn Karic, leaded by a deuce. And we'll be back on the deuce.
Catch all the excitement of the NPSL All-Star Game at the Odd in Buffalo. Tickets are $14, $11, and $8. You can charge tickets by phone by calling your local Ticketmaster outlet. For All-Star Game hotel, clinic, skills exhibition, and All-Star dinner info, call 716-856-2500.
What is cool? Does who you hang with make you cool? Yo, B, check me out! I'm funky. Maybe not. Hey, wait, these dudes are cool. Whoa, bro, I'm totally cool. Nah, maybe going prep is cool.
Hey, Buffy.
Now that is not cool. If I was like this guy, then I'd be cool. I need a cold drink. What should I drink?
Give your brain a rest. Obey your thirst. Spray.
Who should I drink it with?
When the bear comes out of hibernation,
What?
motor skills are awkward. He is bad-tempered. He hears little, sees less, but his sense of smell remains keen. The bear sniffs. The refreshing scent of Coast revives him. Massive lather engulfs him, after which he becomes friendly and playful and can learn to do tricks. Coast, the eye-opener.
All right, we're back in Cleveland, and one of the traditions the Crunch have is the between quarters ball throw. Hector Marinero, traditionally the last one. Art, they're not going to throw it to us this time,
he's not going to give it to me this week.
You've been a bad boy with that.
I had some problems last week. I knocked a guy's
I can't believe it.
Beer out of his
I'm going to
hand
have to dock his pay, you know? There's a good look at the mayor. As he moves forward, he'll get it in quickly. Carriage, topo, head ball. And Adams was there for the second one.
You don't see Zoran score many head balls. It's either the right or left foot.
Now look where Cleveland is applying pressure here at the start of the second quarter. It's three-quarters field. Marinero got pushed out in the penalty area. That will be a PK. That was really all Brian Blaschka could do.
Yeah, but you called it, Ed. The pressure from Cleveland to start the second quarter, you were right on it. And that pressure led to a turnover. And Blaschka felt he had to bring down Marinero.
Here's a look at it again.
From behind.
So the Crunch will get a PK. This is worth 2 points. Zoran Karic will take it. He is 2 for 2 on penalty kicks this year. And this is pretty much money in the bank.
Yeah, I'd say. Probably 99 out of 100.
Penalty against Blaschka. He goes off at the 24-second mark. A reminder, this is worth 2 points. There's a good look at Z. He'll be playing in his third All-Star game. He was the MVP of the All-Star game 2 years ago. Oh, a save by Jim Adams. Well, there's the 1 out of 100. A huge save for Adams, and maybe Adams did a little studying of Zoran back when he played with the Crunch a couple of years ago.
Zoran side-footed this ball. A little surprised. You see the side foot, and I've always been a big endorser of the in-step drive for that penalty shot indoors. You're so close, and the power that Zoran can fire it at. We'll get a look at that power at the All-Star game as they'll see which player has the hardest shot in the league.
Ken Snow doing a little dancing and then snaps one off. Andracki was all over the near post.
Well, if nothing else, that gives the new power goalkeeper a lot of confidence.
Well, we haven't seen Tony Senna here so far in this quarter, and one of the reasons could be, what a diving stop from Adams.
That's one of the reasons right there.
The other thing I was going to say, Art, is their bench is further away from the goal in this quarter than it was in the first. In the first quarter, they were able to get off defensively and make the switches easy. Now you got a long run.
Exactly. Watch Karic fire. Look at that ball. No spin on it. Absolutely no spin. It's the old Phil Necro knuckleball.
That's usually a sign of the ball being hit perfectly.
See, but look at Hector there. You can see the frustration already starting to set it.
Marinero, the player of the month in December, the 4th time he's won a player of the month award in his 3-year NPSL career. Ball gets headed up and out.
What's more impressive about that is he was out for almost the whole month of November, comes right back from the injury and wins player of the month.
In December, he had 54 points in 7 games. He's had 12 games this year of 9 or more points, including a 10-pointer against Buffalo the last time out, and that loss. Now Cleveland controlling. Should they score, it's worth 1 point. They're on a power play. Gutierrez just missed. Spencer buried it. from out high. It's a one-point goal for Andy Schmetzer on the power play, and the Crunch lead at 5-2. Art, kind of unusual, but out of the 3 Crunch goals, they don't have a 2-pointer.
Well, they've started doing something different. They put Zoran in the middle of the power play. He's usually back on top, and it's paid dividends as the Crunch is almost unstoppable on these power plays.
Andy Schmetzer burying it. Dance, baby, dance.
Oh.
Good old 99. The dancing guy.
With the dancing kids.
Time of that goal is 1:41. Andy Schmetzer. His second power play goal. Make that first of the game. He got an assist on that first power play. Doug Miller scoring it. Tony Senna on for his first appearance as the 6th attacker in the second quarter.
Typical Cleveland Crunch soccer. They're 5 points, 2 power play goals, and a 3-point restart.
Here's Schmetzer with space. Blocked by Carranza. Carriage and a double team. So far, the Power not fouling. There's a good look at the Big Cat.
Big Cat needs to tuck his shirt in.
Harkness able to get it back.
Oh, look at those hands. Just like Chris Carter. Gotta tie his shoe, though.
Isn't a trainer supposed to do that? There's a steal. Look out. Carriage. Right side. They'll play it across. Miller, he hit himself in the face. That ball was on Doug's right foot.
Exactly. He's a left-sided player. A little bit behind him.
So does Miller get a shot and a block on the same play?
That actually looked like it hit his hand as well. He should have gotten a shot, a block, and a foul.
We're going to have to consult the official score for that to see if Doug will pick up a block. I think that's could be the definition of your own worst enemy.
Well, it's going to take great discipline on the part of Chicago to stay with this game plan, especially when you get behind by a couple points.
One of Bill Andracki's wins this year came in Wichita back in December when he made a career-high 28 saves. Jimmy Harkness called for a foul on Henry Gutierrez, and that's a situation you don't want.
Right, that's the kind of foul you want to stay away from. Gutierrez with his back to the goal. And now look at Zoran is facing the goal with Hector and Dougie Miller in good shooting positions.
Tony, you got that top though.
Carriage will orchestrate. Got it in. Miller on the rebound. Once again, a right-footed shot. This time it gets blocked by Carranza. Race to the ball. And Harkness will hold off Carbonero momentarily. Chicago coming up ahead. Good early ball from Carranza. Hugh Weiler off the boards. It went past everybody into the midfield.
Excellent run by Hugh Weiler. Just a rookie. He's really coming to his own. Game the other day, he had 3 assists on 3 of Kenny Snow's goals.
Hugh Weiler, 23 years old. Played a year or 2 at the University of Virginia.
Out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Hugh Weiler, as are 10 of the other power players.
The Big Cat still with his shoe untied. Played it into Cod. Adati. Good spacing by the Power right now. Smart play by Blashka. Got it up. Carbonero plays it in quickly. Gutierrez for an overlapping Bader. It's broken up by Adati. We're about 5 minutes into the second quarter. It's a 3-point lead for Cleveland. Saw the Crunch play last week on the Deuce when Hector Marinero and Zoran Karic set all types of records in a big win over the Canton Invaders. The Chicago Power has played 3 superb games on the Deuce this year, but have come up 1 point short in each of them.
Yeah, and one of those times was here at the Convocation Center where they lost 17-16.
That was back on December 9th. They also lost 12-11 to Wichita on December 16th, and 13-12 to Detroit. back on January 21st. So they've been there. They've been entertaining. They just haven't gotten over the hump.
7 games they've played and they've lost by 3 points or less.
Here's Schweitzer. A good block by Carranza. And the force of that ball carried him all the way into the defensive third for Cleveland. Andy Schmetzer.
See the shots on goal. 15 shots. Got to be about 7 or 8 blocks there by the power defenders.
As Cleveland moves ahead, a chance for Schmetzer. Sena wins it. Schmetzer over to Marinaro. It's blocked by Chuck Todd. Good positioning again by the Chicago Power. A battle between Marinaro and Adati. And it'll wind up in the hands of Tony Sena. Art, we talked about all the close losses for Chicago as they take a timeout. Why does it? When we come back, we'll talk about why Chicago has come up short a bit. But right now, we've got a break in the action. Almost halfway through the second quarter. Cleveland with a 3-point lead over Chicago. We'll be back.
This is you. This is the commercial you see. This is the number you call. This is the box that comes. This is the machine you get. This is the number you call. These are the exercises you do. This is how long it takes. This is how often you do it. This is the number you call. This is how you'll feel when you're done. The SoloFlex Muscle Machine, just $39 a month. Call now for a free brochure and video. This is the number you call.
Who says clothes make the man? By looking at me, it's easy to see how hair can make the difference.
If your hair is thinning, call Hair Club for Men and receive your free booklet about thinning hair. It covers transplants, weaving, minoxidil, and much more. You'll also find before and after photos of men like yourself who've benefited from Hair Club's advanced technology of adding hair in with your own hair without surgery. Now, whether working out, showering, or just blow drying your hair, it feels like your own.
So call for your free booklet, and you'll see how hair can make you look and feel your best.
We're back at CSU, a soccer fiesta of a day. Midnight tonight, all the best in the game will be showing their wares. The dynamic duo for the American Division. Ken Snow for the National Division. Should be a great one. You don't want to miss it.
We won't miss it, Ed. I can't wait.
Last year, 29-22, the National Division came away with a victory in St. Louis. The best stuff this league can provide.
Now, we were talking just before we went to the break about Chicago losing close games. A couple of things. They're a young team, obviously, but I really believe winning's a habit, Ed. You look at Kansas City, who won the championship 92-93. Last year, last in the National Division. This year, back to first. So it's a real fine line between winning and losing in pro sports. You get in the habit of winning close games, you win them. You start losing a few, those close games go the other way.
No question about it. Right now, Chicago's got to be feeling pretty confident. Bill Andracki pretty good with his feet as goalkeepers go. Give and go. Marinaro took that down neatly with a lot of speed. Plays it to the midfield. Good early ball from Stebbins. Snow has to wait. The return pass just too far ahead. Stebbins will play it across, and Schmetzer is there. Right idea, bad execution. Carriage. Carranza stayed right with him.
Yeah, the power midfield doing a great job of getting back and doubling team on Carriage.
Ken Snow. Here is Ken Snow in a battle, hangs on, got it off to Codd. Stebbins in the corner, his pass got flicked away by Bader. And now the Power scrambling, they got a break with Carriage getting the ball caught between his feet.
Zorn couldn't get it off the boards. The ball was glued to the boards, and they would have had a 2-on-0.
Look at that over on the Power bench.
Hey, he's got a nasal strip on. A la Jerry Rice from the 49ers. Problem is, Rice was always in the game. Clausen hasn't gotten a shift yet.
But he's breathing easier.
He looks like he's breathing well on that bench.
Here comes Chuck Codd. To Mike Heweiler across. Garage a one-timer. Mishit it, and Andracki got there just before Dan Stebbins. Good tackle by Codd. Power feeling it a bit here right now.
Oh, they brought it all. Nasal strips, 6 attackers.
Like Felix the Cat. There's a look at Clausen.
They can't understand what he's saying, though. It's kind of coming out like that.
Here is Senna back in goal. Cleveland gets out of that pickle nicely. Dragicevic with some speed. Three-pointer knocked down by Senna. Miller after the rebound. Senna cleared it out. Tony's made some good saves.
Yeah, how about the distribution off the save as well?
Blaschka plays into space. Heweiler under pressure. Harkness will leave it for Senna. Almost some miscommunication, but Chicago able to get out of it.
That's right. Back it out.
Blaschka across. Heweiler scores!
So much for backing it out. How about put it in?
Great piece of work by Chicago. You don't normally see that much time in the penalty area, but Blaschka had it and slid one across neatly. It's a 5-4 game. That's worth 2 points.
Excellent ball possession, and look at the ball by Blaschka.
Heweiler.
And Heweiler slides in there. We talked about Heweiler coming on the last few games.
And with that power goal, we'll take a break and be back.
Feel the heat. Catch balls of fire. Call 1-800-80-KICKS for the only scorching soccer action available on home video. Get ready to smash, crash, and score with balls of fire. No soccer fan can afford to miss this sensational home video. Cheer all the heart-pounding plays, the greatest goals, the wildest kicks, and all the outrageous antics of the game as you've never seen it before. Call 1-800-80-KICKS now for Balls of Fire, the hottest, fastest, and most intense sports video you'll find. Don't miss your chance to experience all the blazing action, cool moves, and explosive entertainment of NPSL soccer. Get Balls of Fire for only $14.95 plus shipping and handling. All major credit cards accepted. This video is available only through this exclusive TV offer. If you like your sports action fast, furious, and fun, call 1-800-80-KICKS now. Balls of Fire. Catch it.
Ed Basinek and Art Kramer back at the CSU Convocation Center where the Cleveland Crunch own a 5-4 lead. This week on the Deuce, some great stuff on the ice. San Jose and St. Louis, and Detroit and Chicago. That should be a great one. Aren't a couple of our hometowns
That's
there?
Right. The Blues, baby.
The Blackhawks, baby. There's a look at Hector Marinero.
Yeah, we got Mike Keenan this year.
You can have him. Although everything I've been reading about Mike is he's mellowed. Finally winning a championship with the Rangers. Hector has been held scoreless this evening. That goal scored by Heweiler, assisted by Blaschka, the last Chicago goal, and Jim Adams is in the goal.
And both those goals have been 6 attacker goals for the Power.
This is true. Ken Snow holds off a mark. A right footer got deflected, and Andracki was able to respond. Now a 2-on-1 coming here for Cleveland. Across Marinero. Oh! Somebody put that in a vault. Oh, how often do you see that happen?
Not very often. He is human as Zoran set him up at the far post. You see his points. That's points per game average.
Wow, this crowd's stunned. I think Danson guy was ready to get a, he was loosening up his legs, ready to go. You know, the 6th attacker strategy is carriage blast when at center. You know, in the NFL, a lot of people talk sometimes, why don't they use the 2-minute drill more during the game? Yeah. And, you know, here's a situation where the 6th attacker normally only gets used late in the game when a team's out of it.
Exactly.
Or needing to get ahead.
Not only 6th attacker, but good possession of the ball when they win it by the Power.
Andy Schmetzer fires one, and Tony Senna answers again. And there he goes. I need a break. Set pieces. There's a good look at the change.
He loves Chris Carter. That's all he's been talking about before the game. Chris Carter's my idol.
Not bad form there. Ryan Stendren there you saw on the wall, on for his first shift. Now here is Cleveland with a restart.
And this is only their third restart inside the half line.
Schmetzer with the shot. It got partially blocked. And the Crunch will reset at their own yellow line. It's a 1-point lead for the Crunch. Carriage with some pace. To team up. Off the boards. Adati got it out in a 2-on-1 happening for the Chicago Power. Stebbins leads the charge. Carranza on his way to go. Shoots and scores!
Picture perfect way to play against the Crunch. Who would have thought the last place team would have come in here and made it happen like this? What a counterattack that time. And Timo really chugging to get back. He couldn't catch him. And Carranza slides it through.
You know what really made that play, Art, was Stebbins bringing the ball up the field, and he got his... Timo was coming over to cut him off, and Stebbins made a move to get himself between the ball and Timo coming from behind, and it made it a 2-on-1.
And look at these guys. They can't believe it. They can't believe it. They say we're really beating the Crunch.
So the goal to Carranza. He's got a goal and an assist tonight. That's a 2-pointer, and it gives the Power a 6-5 lead. Carranza's 7th 2-point goal of the season. Stebbins will get the assist there.
And now a good shift of possession would go a long way here for the Power.
Well, I talked about it a little early on. Now Chicago is going to goal and scoring a little bit. Now is where the discipline comes in to get back in that possession mode.
Exactly. They keep possession. You'll see the Cleveland forwards get frustrated and not chase back defensively.
Second line on for the Cleveland Crunch. A steal by Ken Snow. He got an unfortunate bounce off the boards. Here's Gutierrez with space to turn. Juan Bader. Miller has a lot of room. Closed by Adati. Moves to his left. Shoots. A diving stop by Jim Adams. He's got 3 big-time saves tonight. One of them on Zoran Karic's PK. Boy, that was a key moment in the game, too. Miller stuck behind the defense. Adam read it, and Adati cleared it. 2.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Chuck Todd fouled Carbonera, and out come the duo.
That's where you want to make Carbonera beat you as opposed to letting Hector and Zoran beat you.
No doubt. Across Miller. Will collect. Play back.
Not a good pass that time by Zoran. That ball was bouncing, Ed. Prefer a ball that's on the carpet.
Wow, we've seen Zoran play a bouncing ball off a restart, and Hector missed one from 5 feet away. Is there a full moon? There's an update from Baltimore, and Canton playing hard in Baltimore.
Now they always do. Even last week when they got pounded by the Crunch, played well, played tough.
Todd, give and go with Snow. In the corner, off the boards. Whacked off a few laces. And Chicago will drop back as Cleveland comes with numbers. A big slide tackle from Jim Harkness. Here's what will happen at halftime. An all-star look back. We've also got interviews and locker rooms. And we'll take a look around the league as well. As always, so a lot of fun coming up at halftime. Don't go away. We're 1:40 away from that halftime break. Chicago heads 6-5. Carriage tries to hold off Harkness.
I talked right at the start of the game. Chicago would like about a 12-10 game. Hey, they're right on pace for that score now.
Without a doubt, Stebbins did well to hold off Schmetzer. Snow tried to get it in. He hit the juncture of the bar and the post. Shapansky to Carranza from three-point land. Back to Shapansky off the board. Schmetzer there. Stebbins beat him to the ball. Chicago will work it out.
1 minute, less than 1 minute remaining.
Jim Adams, one time. Pima couldn't handle it. It'll bounce into the corner, and Drake got it up the boards. Right now, Chicago, a diving head ball, hit the crossbar. Chicago's just beating Cleveland to the ball.
Controlling the tempo of the game by far.
There's a steal. Carriage coming in with the load of speed. He rocketed one wide near side. Marinero took down the rebound. Made a bad pass. Stebbins moving forward. Harkness getting into the play at an overlap. I think Danny made the wrong decision on the pass. And Cleveland will come back. Numbers down. Marinero looking for help. There's no white shirts there.
And look at the 4 black power shirts behind the ball.
9 seconds to go. Right now, Chicago's stunning Cleveland. There's the horn, and we're at the halftime break. A lot of people in here wondering what the heck is going on. But Chicago knows they're up a point and playing their pace of a game. There'll be more talk in the locker rooms. We'll be back.
Hello from Plank Road, where our man Paul is ready with a simple little demonstration. This is watered down. Ooh, not pretty. This is not watered down. This is Ice House. It's ice brewed, so there's never any watered down taste, and that's why Ice House is always so remarkably smooth when it's going down. So remember, watered down and not watered down. Ice House. Thanks and enjoy.
The most interesting moment in the course of the praying mantis mating ritual occurs at the point in the proceedings when she, the female mantis, surprises the male and bites his head off. Unless, of course, he's quick enough to get away. The Mantis by Sheila.
With all the motor oils on the shelf, how do you know which one to choose? Some people even think they're all the same. Then why do you suppose one brand of motor oil is the #1 choice of America's top mechanics for use in their own cars and trucks? Which brand? Valvoline. People who know use Valvoline. And for extra engine protection, try Valvoline DuraBlend Synthetic Blend Motor Oil.
I'm very confident now they are carrying out his game plan to a
Let me
T.
just say this to you. Simplicity carried to an extreme becomes elegance. Seriously. If you have the ball at your feet and you see a guy wide open, you see a black shirt right in front of you wide open, just play the simple ball. Your first look is your best look, boys. It's your best look. Keep the ball simple, do the simple thing, and it'll get there. You know they're frustrated. We got them exactly where we want them. They're frustrated. And they definitely do not want to chase you. They played yesterday. They're a little bit tired. They don't want to chase you when we have the ball with the 6 attack. They don't want to chase you. You are getting around them easily.
Tell them, keep it simple.
Don't get greedy.
Exactly what
by trying to do a
told them
difficult
all
thing. We
game
talked
long.
about it in practice.
He said they're frustrated.
Don't look for the difficult pass.
Good point.
When the simple pass is on. Am I clear?
No question about it.
Listen to his demeanor. Very calm, composed, exactly the type of game they're playing.
You look elegant. You look like a good professional player. For sure. That's the key thing. Next thing, and then there's only other thing I have to say. When Hector and Zora are in the field, if you play the ball past them, they're letting you come through easy. They're not running. They're letting you get out. Don't forget what we said. Just because the ball is passed and they're lazy, they're not running, don't you get greedy wanting to join in and be a spectator for a potential celebration on a goal. Don't be a spectator. Remember our philosophy. If you can't get to give offensive support, give defensive support. At all times, keep 2 players with Hector and Zora.
Right, good point.
No problem.
If you're going to rest in the defensive end. Don't get caught forward.
And I think another thing he said that was key is don't get greedy, because it's easy to do that in this type of situation. Now, unfortunately, Chicago won't make the playoffs this year unless some miracle happens. They are out there. A couple of teams that have made it already, Art.
Yeah, and Cleveland, with a win today, could clinch. That might be put on hold, and Baltimore right there as well, playing against Canton.
Both of the teams that have clinched, St. Louis and Kansas City, in the National Division. Halftime is always our chance to get you caught up on what's going on around the league. It's that time once again, so let's take a look around the NPSL. We start in the American Division in Buffalo. Tony Miola skunks, closes the door on Kevin Sloan, but the U.S. World Cup goalie would have few of those moments the remainder of the game. Franklin McIntosh, top shelf for Baltimore. The leading scorer all time in the NPSL finds a way to beat Miola. Now here's the play from Brad Smith to Sloan. Sloan will not miss this time. A 22-6 victory for Baltimore. Tony Miola talks about the game and the World Cup.
We didn't come to play. You know, from the first minute of the game, they outran us, they outfought us, they tackled harder than we did. No question who deserved to win tonight. A lot of people paid attention to the World Cup this summer, and more importantly than that, people from their comments really appreciate the fact that we represented them, and that's very gratifying when you go home at night.
We now move to Milwaukee. Canton and Milwaukee, the Wave lead the league in three-point goals. There's one from Shane Stedman. Three-point land and the Wave out early. Everybody having some fun, including mascot Dynamite. Look out. Thank you, guys. Get a room there, would you? Now here's the goal of the game. Maybe the goal of the year. Marcelo Correa, the all-star, over the goalie. Head ball. Yes, let's watch it again. Nifty little touch, and he finishes it with a diving head ball, and doesn't get much better than that. Just for good measure, another three-pointer. Bang, Larry Julius to the left, and Milwaukee runs away with a 17-6 victory. Back in the Chicago locker room, Ken Snow thinking over what's going on. We will take a break and be back to look at all-star stuff. Don't go away.
Play with the soccer ball of the pros, Candace, the official soccer ball of the National Professional Soccer League. Guaranteed for long-lasting high performance. Hand-stitched for superior quality, uniquely designed. Candace, the soccer ball of the pros. Available at soccer specialty stores everywhere. When soccer is the game, Candace is the name. Candace, the official soccer ball of the National Professional Soccer League. Candace for your team or league. A soccer ball that's one kick ahead of all the others.
Just yet, honey.
Dad? Son, been a long time, Dad. It's been a long trip, son. How about throwing me a cold one?
Just like old times, huh, Dad?
Just like the old days. This isn't a Pepsi.
I know. I saved 9 cents.
Unbelievable. Kid saved a lousy 9 cents. I came all the way back for this.
Here's what's going on here in Cleveland. Still at halftime, Chicago with a 1-point lead over the Cleveland Crunch, 6-5. Like I said, it's a soccer fiesta today. Later on, we're going to see all the best in the league, the NPSL All-Star Game. There's a look at the lineups, and Art, size up what you feel about this game coming up.
Well, I think it's going to be a well-contested game. Take a look at the American Division All-Stars. You see Randy Pikuzinski, Tim Whitman. These are scrappy-type players, guys that play both ends of the floor. And you'll see that in this All-Star game.
Over in the National Division, Yeah, one change there. They do have it in Ian Frazier from Kansas City playing for Kevin Hundelt, who had to back out because of an injury. How about the National Division side?
These guys are considered big underdogs going in, but look at there, Jamie Swanner, goalkeeper for St. Louis, going back and playing against some of his former teammates and at the Odd in Buffalo, where he played the last 3 seasons.
One thing you can count on in an NPSL All-Star game is a lot of great plays from a lot of great players. And here's a look at some of the things that happened in the past, the NPSL All-Star game. Only the best get to wear the jerseys that say All-Star, and here are a few of the guys that you will see Sunday night on ESPN. Zoran Karic will be the MVP of last year. Let's see it again. No chance for the keepers on Sunday in the All-Star game. Canton Invaders' Marcelo Carrero will be there making another All-Star appearance, and he'll tap this one home in the 93 All-Star game. Thank you very much. Gets a little help from former teammate Pato Marhetic. Marhetic, the all-time leading scorer in the NPSL All-Star games, with a tap-in off of a great give-and-go. Marhetic will be there. The Magic Man, Detroit's player coach. Balls come from everywhere, and goalkeepers required to save it. Jamie Swanner has been in all 8 NPSL All-Star games. No chance on that one. It's not all serious business. There's time for the fans, but the talent level is superior. Hector Marinero with a bicycle kick in the 93 All-Star game. Hector, the 92-93. Most valuable player in the league. Watch it again. It doesn't get much better than that. Want to see it again? All right, we'll see it again. Marinero with the bicycle kick. And that'll get you going. He scores them from anywhere. Tap-ins, bicycle kicks. Come on, let's hear you. We'll all be there Sunday night at the Odd for the 8th annual NPSL All-Star Game. If you're out there getting some grub, you better hurry up, because the second half is on the way, and it should be a good one. We're coming back.
Hi, everybody. This is Tommy Lasorda, and have I got a deal for you? I'm going to let you borrow my batting coach. Seriously, Reggie Smith, batting coach to the Rookie of the Year for the past 3 years, has put together an incredible video on hitting.
Hi, I'm Eric Karras. Reggie Smith is my batting coach, and I was Rookie of the Year in 1992.
Hi, I'm Mike Piazza. You're ready to hit like the pros, then you're ready for big league coaching. Reggie Smith is my coach. He can be yours.
I'm Reggie Smith. You don't get to be batting coach on a professional team like the Los Angeles Dodgers unless the players believe in what you're doing. I can help you improve your level of batting and become a more confident and productive hitter. On this video, I share with you what the pros know.
Whether you're just learning baseball for the first time or a seasoned athlete, order Reggie Smith's training video today. Dial 1-800-641-8222. Call now and receive this sports water bottle, custom sunglasses, and Reggie's unique hitting chart absolutely free. Call 1-800-641-8222.
Rule number 61, icing the puck. Rule number 24, dangerous equipment. Rule number 47, charging. Rule number 25, to play the game, use a puck. The Sharks and the Blues take to the ice Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern. The NHL rules on ESPN2.
Once again, we will not let you forget the NPSL All-Star Game tonight at midnight on ESPN. Somebody who might be nominated for an all-star coaching position right now is with us, Boro Susovic, down in the locker rooms. Boro, I think it's pretty obvious that the guys have carried out your game plan to a T after 30 minutes. Now, going into the second half, what kind of things are you concerned about? What do you need to keep a good grasp on?
Well, the only thing that we're concerned about is giving away too many set pieces, as Artie Kramer pointed out to me kindly before the game. We just want to make sure that we play really quite simple and play the ball early and to feet, and to stay away from those dreadful free kicks where Hector and Zoran can really hurt us.
You're too kind, Boro. It takes the players to play out that game plan, obviously. Are you going to continue to go with Senna as a 6 attacker at times here during the second half?
We'll play the same way. I think, obviously we had some success so far, and Tony's quite good. He's making up on nice saves as well with his hands, and he's got a nice throw. It's going good for us. We'll continue to do so. And Jim Adams is putting a good performance as well, obviously with that big penalty kick save.
Thanks a lot, Boro. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks for the advice, Artie.
All right. More food. We're going for food, and we'll return.
Catch all the excitement of the NPSL All-Star Game at the Odd in Buffalo. Tickets are $14, $11, and $8. You can charge tickets by phone by calling your local Ticketmaster outlet. For All-Star Game Hotel, Clinic, Skills Exhibition, and All-Star Dinner info, call 716-856-2500.
If you want your stomach to look like this, or you want the great feeling of a lean waistline, then you want 8-Minute Abs.
8-Minute Abs is great. I pop it in, I'm done, and it works.
8-Minute Abs takes you through a series of simple movements scientifically designed into an 8-minute program for fast results.
I use 8-Minute Abs, and I recommend it to all of my clients.
I used to wear loose clothes to hide my tummy, but look, now I use 8-Minute Abs.
The secret to 8-Minute Abs is using the abdominal muscles in a specific sequence to maximize effectiveness and give you results quickly and comfortably.
If you've got 8 minutes and a VCR, you'll get great abs too.
Call now to get yours for $19.95, and we'll also send 8-minute buns absolutely free.
For free 5-day express delivery, have a credit card or check ready and call 1-800-225-3300 or send check or money order for $23.95 to 8-Minute Abs, Post Office Box 193, Devon, Pennsylvania 19333, or call 1-800-225-3300.
This NHL season, it's all crunch time. So when they ice it, hook it, save it, stick it, stop it, play it, and score it, you'll need to know. NHL Tonight on ESPN2. News, features, and highlights. Sports Center for the hockey addict. Tuesday through Saturday at 11:30 p.m. As the clock winds down, the season heats up on ESPN2.
They're making snow cones in Cleveland. Ken Snow has been more than a cone. I can't believe I said that.
Nice day here today in Cleveland.
I said that.
It's about 55 degrees.
And we're underway. A three-pointer from Doug Miller, just like that. Senna got caught upfield. Great vision from Doug Miller. And he bags a three-pointer, giving the Crunch an 8-6 lead.
Oh, and a beautiful ball by Miller that time.
I think you saw
around the defender.
You saw him look down, gauge things, and knock it in.
Well, that's why they call it gambling, Ed. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
Once again, Crunch looking to shoot from long range, and the pressure is intense in the first 10 seconds. The first three-pointer of the season for Doug Miller. It comes at the 10-second mark of the third quarter. And Cleveland ahead. Miller snuck behind the defense, moving in right side across the front of the goal. And over there, Tim Siranvidi's on for his first shift. Give and go, Carbonero, and Miller scores again!
Well, I think they're waving it off. I think they're going to call a handball.
No goal.
Yeah, that was a handball on Miller right in front. And Tamburino made that call very quickly.
The crowd doesn't like it here. Miller with a little...
He knows it. You see him laughing. Great layoff pass by Gutierrez. And you see right there that ball come off his left arm.
So the Power catching a bit of a break.
Yeah, we're going to see what type of composure Chicago has here in the second half, Ed, after that early goal.
Marinero. Score!
Well, time for a TO, Ed. Got to take one here. The wheels have come off for the Power.
The Cleveland Crunch have scored 5 points in 61 seconds. Marinero stuck out a quick left foot, and he will make no mistake with this one. Marinero gets on the score sheet. He now has 191 points with that 2-point goal. Dancing guy is going, and there you see it. We'll be back.
Red Dog beer. It's not ice brewed, fire brewed, and it's not some nursing sipping red. It's just genuinely good beer. Okay, there is one thing unusual about Red Dog. It's unusually easy to drink. Because it's bold yet smooth. Because it's made with the finest natural ingredients. Are you gonna like Red Dog? Yeah, we think so. But hey, it's your call.
The start of the second half has been anything but flowers and candy for Boro Susovic.
Yeah, we heard Boro at halftime. What did Gary Inley say to the Crunch?
That's the key.
Yeah, bottle that halftime speech.
Well, I think in the first 60 seconds, Chicago has already given the ball up more times than they did maybe in the entire first half.
And Chicago shut Hector off the scoreboard for 32 minutes.
Weiler to Snow against Tima. They'll leave it. And they'll back it out. Once again, that cross carpet pass to me is so key, and Chicago's been able to do that for the most part, get it from one side to the other and relieve pressure.
Well, this is the second time Chicago's been down by 4 points. As you remember, they were down 4-0, and then Kenny Snow came right back and scored. Let's see what they do here.
Give and go. Harkness ran into Tima. A rookie against an old vet, and the vet won that war. Carriage with a little dance. Back to Schweitzer, a bit ambitious. Made it into the second bowl here. We got a cameraman up in the euchre seats, Art.
Yeah. And certainly not in the front row. Hey, sometimes that's the best view of the home field from up there.
Here's Tony Senna in goal for the Power. Plays it ahead. It's picked off by Schweitzer. Now Schmetzer plays the boards. Marinero turnaround shot. Senna is there. Great positioning.
Yeah, that's about 3 good saves we've seen Senna make already today.
Don't play it long. I think one of the things I want to start watching here a little bit as a steal by Stebbins is what Chicago has up the field, because Senna's been forced to play the ball long. Quick restart. Schmetzer. Senna off. Knocked it aside, and a foul called against Cleveland. There's an update from Baltimore. 3-point lead for the Spirit over the Invaders. John Trapansky to Dan Stebbins. Has some room. Team over there now. Stebbins will back it out. Stebbins with 34 points coming into the action tonight has picked up an assist, giving him 35. Chris Clausen on for his first shift, and he is greeted very quickly by Tim Serembita. I don't know if that nose patch helped him on that one.
That nasal strip didn't help him there.
Watch it.
Oh. Left foot to Clausen's knee. Clausen had knee surgery earlier in his career. He was the first player signed by the Milwaukee Wave.
Good work by Tima to win it away. Tim won his first Player of the Week honors in his career early in the season. Weiler, Stebbins has hit it from the top of the box, and Cabanero will poke it away. Doug Miller so far has been the player for the Crunch. Early ball for Gutierrez. Harkness over to close him down. Gutierrez with such quick feet. And now Cleveland will back it out. There's the shots on goal. 28-7 in Cleveland's favor. And that 1-point win for Cleveland last time they played on the deuce over Chicago, they outshot Chicago by a large margin as well. And Dracky finds Doug Miller. Miller out of Newark, New Jersey. Weiler won that ball. Dragicevic tried to find Serembides, busted up by Harkness. And Dragicevic plays it back for Andracky. Now the Crunch in a bit of ball control of their own. Gutierrez does that so well. Great ball, toe poke hit the post. That was Miller. Ken Snow on a run, ran into trouble. Tries to stay after it and is taken down from behind by Tim Serembides. Serembides is used as a change of pace guy for Gary Henley, and that's what he's done so far.
Yeah, almost a defensive runner for those big stars. Comes on, plays good defense. When they win the ball, they get Hector and Zoran back on the floor.
What a big tackle by Harkness, because Chicago got caught in a goalkeeper change. And if Terich was able to handle that, it was an easy goal.
And then Jimmy Harkness got his toes stubbed in the carpet, had to take down Marinero. That's your boy, Harkness, huh? You play with him in Chicago.
You got it. Das Magic Soccer Club.
And Ed, you've got quite a tie to this game. You used to be the Crunch play-by-play man, and now you live in Chicago.
It's all over the place. Ball in the corner. Stebbins held him off neatly. Albert Haddadi's not even thinking about teeing this up.
Well, I think Albert had one goal in like 3 years.
He's in the attack zone. That's foreign territory for Albert. He shoots at the post.
Just as I say it, Albert pulls the trigger and almost hammers one home.
We've got a whistle off the ball. Brian Blashka fouling Zoran Karic. Albert with
Look
a right
at that
footer.
form, huh? Uses Tima as a screen.
Just wide. Cleveland has scored 5 quick points at the beginning of this third quarter and lead it 10-6. Marinero has tried to slip it through Shapansky's legs. Didn't make it all the way.
Nice double team by the power.
Flying save from Jim Adams. He has been not only spectacular, but good. There's a guy who's #1 on the deuce.
Got big hands there, huh? Palming that ball.
Keeper material. Now here's a restart. Cleveland leads the league in restart goals.
Haven't seen many of these tonight, have we?
Not at all. Marinero directing traffic.
A nice lane, too, from Hector to Zoran as Balashka needs to step out.
Great book-away pass from Karic.
I don't even think Schweitzer, who was the man the ball was played to, knew it was coming.
Carranza with some space now. Carranza had a couple of goals in a loss to Harrisburg earlier in the week. One of those goals, a 3-pointer. He had 5 points. But the Power coming up short against the Harrisburg Heat at the Rosemont Horizon. Caught in a tangle with Marinero. Gets it ahead for Snow on his way to goal and couldn't control the pass. The distribution to Karic. He has an opening. Boy, he had the near post wide open and was looking for Marinero.
Yeah, Senna's not going to put on any clinics about cutting down angles there. Zoran had the whole side, as you said, but didn't see it.
Karic off the glass. Schmetzer after it. Power able to get it out of harm's way momentarily. We're about halfway through the third quarter. A 4-point lead for the Crunch. Nice step in from Chuck Todd. Will play it long. Marinero struggles to keep his balance and the ball and fires one over the glass. That'll give the Power a goal kick. Tony Senna. He actually was drafted by the Cleveland Crunch. Winds up in a Chicago Power uniform.
Well, he played for Boro outdoors, is familiar with Boro, and decided to come play for him indoor. Got to give Chicago a lot of credit, Ed. They haven't strayed from that game plan after a real rocky start to start the third.
There's Senna, tees it up for the first time and sends it high. We've got a lot of stuff going on at the All-Star game tonight. In addition to the great action that you will see, you'll also hear from Tony Miola. He'll be on at halftime. Miola did some great stuff with the Buffalo Blizzard, has now gone on to an acting career, Art.
Yeah, he got a shutout for the Blizzard. Played about 9-10 games, recorded a shutout. Now he's going to go do some acting. And he's going to come back and rejoin the Blizzard for the playoffs.
One of 3 shutouts registered in the league this year, which is very, very rare. Otto Orff has one. So does Victor Nogueira and John Howard, a combined shutout for the Milwaukee Wave. As the ball goes out of play, we'll give the Power another goal kick. Chicago is on a 7-game losing streak coming into this action. Their last win was against Dayton in Dayton on the 27th of January. But since that time, they've lost to Milwaukee twice, St. Louis, Wichita twice. And there you see the troubles of the Power in post-game. On the way to goal, Carbonera is there. And Dragicevic cleans it up.
That was awfully close, Ed.
There's Miller again on the ball with Carbonera getting into the attack. Space for Miller. Sena can't handle it on the rebound.
Weiler had position that time along the boards. No need to foul Carbonera there.
Glenn Carbonera, 28-year-old from New Jersey, went to Rutgers, as did the Crunch keeper, Bill Andracki. Hector once again directing traffic. Marinero leads the league with 18 restart goals.
We saw Zoran try to slip it through the middle. Let's see if he doesn't try to find Hector this time.
Carbonera's at the far post with Gutierrez. 2-man wall. Snow and Weiler. Carriage with a fake. Now chips it. Gutierrez sizes it up and whistles it wide.
Good strike that time by Gutierrez to keep it down.
Crunch do have a restart goal tonight. It was a Carriage 3-pointer in the first quarter. Dragicevic moving in on Codd to his left. Shot blocked by Codd. Harkness heads out the rebound. Snow had trouble with it, but kept it away from an over and back. So does Weiler. Now some head tennis happening and a cheeky little touch from Harkness.
It's important when Chicago gains possession of the ball that their target man, our top forward, stretches them out into the Cleveland zone to give their midfield some space to play.
Powerful head ball from Dragicevic, springs a counter for Cleveland. But Chicago has numbers. Marinero ran into Codd. Here they come, 3v3. Bad ball from Codd, and Timo will turn it around. 2-on-2 break. Carriage to his left. Shoots. It gets blocked by Blaszka. But in front was Timo. He couldn't turn it sharply enough. And the Power will get it under control. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Ryan Blaszka had a couple of goals against Cleveland early in the season. The last time these two teams played on the Deuce.
Smart. Sapansky has played a real smart game in the midfield. Very patient.
Albert Haddadi walks around to Schmetzer mark. Sapansky can't get it past Timo, who read the boards well. And here's a 2-on-1 break. Marinero got clipped. Play on. Carriage cuts to his right. And he hit the post. Stengren, Ryan Stengren from the Akron area, able to get it back to Senna.
The referees put the whistles in their pockets the last minute or so, Ed.
Allowing the Crunch to play on there with Carriage going to goal. Here's Albert Haddadi. Quickly in and just missed by Snow. Good early ball from Sapansky.
See how simple that is?
Adani's shot gets blocked off. The rebound sent high. Albert will get another chance. This time it's blocked by Tima. Tima recently went over the 900 block mark in his career. Nobody even close in that category. Schweitzer clears it up the field. Marinero stops it against traffic. And 5 black shirts get behind the half line.
That's all right. It's not a bad place to foul, Zoran. You can see frustration starting to set in on the Z-man. He took a little swing there after the play was over.
Spencer posting. He's got 2 runners. Carriage can't handle it. Here's 3-on-2. But Adati will go off for a break.
Not a good decision.
With the game plan.
Yeah, but I would have liked to see Albert try to attack that time. They had 3-on-2.
Carranza poked it ahead. Todd helped out. But Schmetzer comes forward. Hits the yellow line with speed to his right. His pass cut back and picked off by Harkness. Andy had the right idea. Just didn't finish it up. Here's Carranza into the corner off the boards. And Andracki held it. Quick distribution. 2 guys back. Clausen, one of them.
Hector, John, and one of the Tamburino brothers there.
Harkness stepped in and was called for the foul. Got a little anxious. Tim Tima's seen a lot of these type of games. He's in the top 5 in blocks.
Top
in the
5.
league.
The guy that's leading the league, Sean Bowers, who you'll see tonight in the All-Star game. 128 blocks already on the season. Well on the way to break Oscar Pisano's all-time mark for one season.
Wearing the captain's armband. 2-man wall set up against Carriage. He's just a few steps inside the 3-point line. Marinero, right footer, knocked down by Adams. Clausen able to get it back. Foul called against Chicago.
Yep. Tough call.
Carriage will have another go of it. Banged it into the wall. That's not a fun place to be.
He scored earlier in the game the same way as the wall lifted their leg up. That time the wall stood strong.
Marinero tries that patented off the boards move and is called for a foul.
And look at the frustration starting to set in, and Cleveland's not careful. Those two are going to get misconducts. They keep jawing at the referees.
Big tackle by Serembinis. 2-on-1 for the crunch, and center read it well. Carbonero tries to get it back in quickly. A spinning ball. Serembinis handled it. Gets the return pass and just missed wide. Here's Serembinis again. He's a local product from Lakewood. Carbonero across the front of the goal. Weiler took the rebound. And they get it back. Serembinis has really changed the pace here. Take a look at the shots on goal. I'd say lopsided might have been a good description.
Yeah, well, that was almost a score last week against Canton.
Right, you're right. About a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter as Doug Miller.
And I'm sure the shots last week were a lot closer than that range. But hey, look at the scoreboard. 10-6 Cleveland.
The important categories.
Exactly.
Snow in a crowd. I think he got away with a handball. Finally got it back to Stebbins. Back to Snow. And he'll play it back to Harkness at the half line.
It's been a while since I've seen a team play this smart against Cleveland.
Sapansky got stripped. Gutierrez scores!
That's a tough one to give away at 16 seconds before the end of the quarter. Gutierrez with the strip from Sapansky. You saw him knock it home. Actually, it was Miller that stripped him.
Doug Miller, playing with a broken toe, has lit it up tonight with a three-pointer, an assist, and a one-pointer. It's a 12-6 lead for Cleveland.
Hi, everybody. This is Tommy Lasorda. And have I got a deal for you? I'm going to let you borrow my batting coach. Seriously. Reggie Smith, batting coach to the Rookie of the Year for the past 3 years, has put together an incredible video on hitting.
Hi, I'm Eric Harris. Reggie Smith is my batting coach, and I was Rookie of the Year in 1992.
Hi, I'm Mike Piazza. You're ready to hit like the pros, then you're ready for big league coaching. Reggie Smith is my coach. He can be yours.
I'm Reggie Smith. You don't get to be batting coach on a professional team like the Los Angeles Dodgers unless the players believe in what you're doing. I can help you improve your level of batting and become a more confident and productive hitter. On this video, I share with you what the pros know.
Whether you're just learning baseball for the first time or a seasoned athlete, order Reggie Smith's training video today. Dial 1-800-641-8222. Call now and receive this sports water bottle, custom sunglasses, and Reggie's unique hitting chart absolutely free. Call 1-800-641-8222.
Well, there's reason to dance in Cleveland. The Crunch has come out strong in the third quarter and have scored all the points and shut out the Power to this point.
The Village people, and that group never goes away.
No comment. Balls of Fire, a lot of stuff coming your way. First of all, the granddaddy, the big one tonight. The NPSL All-Star Game on ESPN, and then coming up in the future on The Deuce. We'll be in Buffalo on the 26th of February as the Invaders and the Blizzard go at it. Then in Wichita, Baltimore, and Wichita, the Spirit and the Wind.
That All-Star Game, don't forget your shirt and tie, Ed.
Oh, yeah. Gotta pack that. Marinero tries a long range one as the clock runs out in the third quarter. Cleveland has outscored Chicago 7-0 in this quarter and lead it by 6. So we're at the quarter break. And Cleveland has changed the game around.
Feel the heat. Catch balls of fire. Call 1-800-80-KICKS for the only scorching soccer action available on home video. Get ready to smash, crash, and score with balls of fire. No soccer fan can afford to miss this sensational home video. Cheer all the heart-pounding plays, the greatest goals, the wildest kicks, and all the outrageous antics of the game as you've never seen it before. Call 1-800-80-KICKS now for Balls of Fire, the hottest, fastest, and most intense sports video you'll find. Don't miss your chance to experience all the blazing action, cool moves, and explosive entertainment of NPSL soccer. Get Balls of Fire for only $14.95 plus shipping and handling. All major credit cards accepted. This video is available only through this exclusive TV offer. If you like your sports action fast, furious, and fun, call 1-800-80-KICKS now. Balls of Fire. Catch it.
The all-wheel drive cars from Subaru. It only takes a moment to appreciate their beauty. A moment like this. The very moment it takes Subaru all-wheel drive to instantly transfer power from the wheels that slip to the wheels that grip, giving you the traction you need to help you stay out of trouble. Because the best safety feature a car can have is one that can help you stay out of an accident. During active safety days, lease an all-wheel drive Legacy for as low as $199 a month.
Every year, one credit card gives you something other credit cards don't. Only the Discover card offers you Cashback Bonus Award. Cash. Over $500 million paid so far. And there's no annual fee. So carry the Discover card and improve your cash flow. It pays to Discover. Accepted wherever you see the Novus Network sign.
we got a ball coming up. Oh, it's a stab. Let's see what's going on inside. Image video here tonight. There's a look at all the crew. George Veras back there with a big old honking cigar.
George Veras, you got to save that cigar for after the game, buddy.
That's a look. That is a look. Hey, Groucho, what's the secret word? The traditional between quarters ball toss. Marinero will go to the end zone this time. Hector this evening with only a 2-point goal. Zorn has been limited to a 3-point goal.
Yeah, give Coach Susovic credit for those stats.
There's the scoring. All Cleveland. Miller 10 seconds in. Marinero a minute 11.
Yeah,
Gutierrez late.
All 3 of the goals within the first 2 minutes or last minute of the half.
Chicago 6 points down. They're looking for their 6th victory of the season. Cleveland with a win will wrap up a playoff spot. Aranza from 3-point land and Andracki.
Look out the other way. 2-on-1 if they get it off.
Marinero tracking it down against Harkness. And the 2 slam into the boards.
Oh, you could hear that one all the way up here, Ed.
This is the name. The official soccer ball of the NPSL. Your choice for excellence, durability, and affordability.
Marinero makes sure everything is in its exact place. Look at the shots on goal.
Yeah, look at the blocks. 15 blocks for Chicago.
Marinero, 3-pointer. Adams kicked it aside. This will give the Crunch
restart.
A restart. They've scored over 50 times on restarts this year, while Chicago is the worst at defending restarts.
Crunch has doubled any other team in the league's restart total.
Hector catching a breather. Carriage orchestrating. There's the graphic, and the ball gets cleared off the goal line.
Nice save by Adams that time.
Andy Schmetzer playing with a strained arch. Carriage against Szymanski. Once again, the Chicago defense just standing him up. Shot by Schweitzer. It ran into traffic, and Adams was able to make the stop with Carriage. Screening. Schweitzer again. He just missed it wide. And I think Harkness wisely drew his leg down. He had thoughts of blocking that, but sometimes you don't know where that's going to go. Andracki will play long for Marinero. Hector can't control. Tima heads it back into the attack third. Zoran Karic, the reigning player of the week. He's won the last 2 player of the week awards in the league. There's Jim Adams.
Another guy that had a great week, Brian Lofton from Kansas City. 7 goals in 2 games. It's Kansas City with 4 guys over there that can really put the ball in the net. To Shantret, Wes Wade, Haynes, Kevin Ketters, and now another guy, Brian Lofton.
Double team on Ken Snow. Senna is back in there as the 6th attacker. Tried to thread it, but the goal is open. Gutierrez waits, curls in, home. That's only 2 points. It was from his own half. What patience and composure.
Yeah, but not a good decision that time by Senna. He was initially going to shoot the ball. That's what he's talking with Tamburino about. The defensive player encroached. What Senna should have done was knock that ball into the wall, and he would have got a warning called against him, but as it was, he gave it away. And then Gutierrez, give him credit, he kept his composure, Ed. And as Miller did from the left side, Gutierrez does from the right side and swerves it in.
A minute 56 into the 4th quarter.
And you're right, important to note, it was on their own side of half, which is only a 2-point goal.
The 3-point area is past the arc and inside your own half line. It's an 8-point lead. Gutierrez tried to get it across to Miller. Doug Miller playing with a broken toe, I think we mentioned. Tough to play this game with that injury. Harkness picked one off. Henry Gutierrez with a pair of 2-point goals tonight. Weiler hasn't seen a shift in quite some time. Early ball, Stebbins, and Andracki read it well, but couldn't keep it in play.
Well, Ed, the game plan has been very sound from the Chicago point of view. The ball possession in the second half has not been sound, and that's where they've given away some goals.
And there's Boro. Susovic still yelling instructions. Three-pointer by Sen. He got way under it. Up and out. That'll be a goal kick for Cleveland. All right, I think as this game rolls on, Chicago can't be just satisfied with playing this style and keeping the game close. As you get down a little more, maybe you start taking more chances now and going to goal if you want to win the game. I mean,
exactly. And Boro was yelling for Senna to strike that last ball. And it's tough, though. You're the last man back. You know if that shot gets blocked, they're coming the other way for an easy touch-in.
Cleveland has been very quick out of the back to look for that counter. Schmetzer spins off into space. Chicago will knock it around a bit. Good ball. Great give and go, but Giesmich had to wait for it off the loose wall. Schmetzer, Terich, one touch. Andy continues on. Stepped into Shapansky. Bronze just had to knock it out of trouble.
Power has helped Cleveland to 17 points in their two previous meetings. Crunch comes in averaging 18 points per game, so defensively the Power's done a great job.
Well, if nothing else, they've always provided the Deuce with a great game to watch. Frozen puck in the corner, Art.
A scrum.
Play on. Stengren lost the ball and then knocked Schweitzer down. Scott might have landed on his hip awkwardly. Here's a 3-on-2.
4-on-2.
They get it into Shapansky, drills one, then stopped, and Schmetzer was able to stop the rebound. Ryan Stengren would have picked up his first points of the year.
Hard to chip it over that man. Senna's about 6'3".
I was going to say, Chicago almost got a bad bounce on the ball as one of the defenders stepped in and nicked it a bit, prevented his running mate from getting it. Here's Stebbins across, and who is there? Tim Tima.
Stebbins with two great moves along the boards. Probably should have pulled the trigger.
3-on-2. Carriage back heel is behind Schweitzer. Right back to Z. Marked by Harkness. Harkness stepped in and took it away. Plays the ball for Carranza. Just over the yellow line. Todd moving in. Back heel, Harkness, he's a left footer. Right into the gut of Andracki. Somebody needs to collect that.
Carranza had been aware. He would have been right there for a touch-in.
Carriage moving in on Todd. Chuck went for the tackle and got a piece of it. Z will regain control.
Yeah, Z, one goal off the restart early in the first.
Marinero tried it from three-point land. It was wide, and Senna will scoop it up. Harkness played his college ball at Eastern Illinois. So did Albert Adati. Marinero got it neatly back to Andracki. Andracki looking for his 7th win of the season. He was acquired by the Crunch from Milwaukee in a trade. Hector shaking his head a little bit on the bench. Stebbins.
Frustrating to play a team that's dropping back, keeping possession, not fouling you. The theme on the bench, of the Cleveland bench, has to be remain patient, guys. It'll come.
Yeah, I think you have to resign yourself to the fact that it's not going to be one of them, you know, lots of points falling all over the place. Sometimes you got to win a game like this.
It's better to win ugly than to lose pretty.
No doubt. Shapansky or Harkness. Harkness kind of has a John Perry a little bit to him.
Same quickness and speed. both left-footed players. As time wears on, Harkness is only going to get better.
Andracki came up with a save on that Ken Snow shot. Snow has a 2-pointer tonight. Sarambides gets whacked by Adati from behind.
That's one of the first fouls tonight for Albert. He had to get one in there somewhere along the line.
Gutierrez in traffic with a neat touch. Couldn't complete it, however. Lashko almost took too much time. Dangerous play, but he got away with it. Miller couldn't get it ahead to Gutierrez. Todd. Over to Blaschke. He was going for a break there. Had to stay on the floor. Now they'll make the change. Carranza will come on.
We've talked about Boris Susovic tonight. Gary Hindley now has that second line on, making sure 5 get behind the ball. You know, Hindley quietly coaches his way along every season. You don't notice him, but the wins keep piling up.
We're down to 7 minutes to play in this game. An 8-point lead. Todd has space. Heweiler right side. They'll work it back out. In and out. In and out.
Chicago, this is a team that has had 5 different homes this year. They've played in Rockford, Worcester, New Haven, Connecticut.
The Spectrum, Philly, and Carranza knocks it out of play. Chicago just needs to get it on goal. They trail by 8 and time running out in the 4th quarter as the young ones look on. We'll be back.
What do the really, really beautiful people drink when they get thirsty? The same thing as the rest of us. Image is nothing. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
The ninja, mysterious, ancient, deadly. Now, for one American caught in their world. Bring me his head. The fight is about to begin. It's between him and me. The Hunted, rated R. Starts Friday.
Meet Mike. Mike watched a little too much indoor lacrosse and... Well, let's just say it's taken him a while to calm down.
I'm sorry.
Mike likes the Major Indoor Lacrosse League. Tonight at 10, the New York Saints at the Philadelphia Wings.
The
Major Indoor Lacrosse League on ESPN2.
12 guys with sticks and a hard rubber ball.
These fans looking for a crunch victory, and they're 6 minutes 40 seconds away from that, an 8-point lead. You know, that NCAA tournament just around the corner, and on ESPN, this is what's coming up. Villanova, Georgetown, Kansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Vegas. That's Monday night.
Big Monday, huh, Ed?
Big Monday.
Who do you like there in the college? From Chicago, you must like DePaul.
You know, you always like it when they win. I've been a big Duke fan, I guess. I just like their, you know, cheeks in the chairs. How can people see the game with their cheeks in the chairs?
Except for us, they make us stand all game, Ed.
6:20 to go in the game. Hey, Art, do you think Chicago might go to the 6th attacker?
Yeah, there we are standing up. Basketball, they put those guys right down on the court. Here we are up in the nosebleed.
Exactly. The Rodney Dangerfields. Foul in the midfield. Tell you what, Scott Schweitzer has taken a beating this evening. Gary Hindley telling me prior to this game that until they lost Tommy Tanner, the Crunch was the healthiest they've been all season.
And Schweitzer was mad at me after the last game. I had mentioned at the time he had 16 points, and that Otto Orff had 14 points and was catching them. The goalkeeper, Otto Orff, who's not playing this evening.
Metzer hit the crossbar.
That's bad news, though, when the goalie outscores you.
Well, that's one of those things that you're not supposed to mention.
That's what he told me, too. He said you're not supposed to mention that.
Here's an overlapping by Stebbins, and Antraki read it. Schweitzer on it. Got it to the midfield. He has actually been a huge steal for the Cleveland Crunch. Got Schweitzer. Todd broke into space. He and Snow misread one another. They try it again.
And there's the two original members of that power team from the Pato Marhetic days.
Tony Senna back on as a sixth attacker. Running down to 5 minutes. Carranzo, he should have lit that up. Elected to pass. Todd got it in front of goal, and Schweitzer was there. There's a 2-on-1. Marinero on it. Adati coming over to cut him off. The carriage. He scores!
And exactly what you said, Ed, is correct. Kant should have pulled the trigger at the other end. You've got to make good decisions. Look at that guy with the light on top of his working hat. You got to make good decisions in the offensive zone if you're playing against Cleveland. That time they made the wrong decision, and look what happens. It's 2-on-1 the other way. And when you got two all-stars like Marinero and Carriage, that's where the ball ends up. I can't believe it. He didn't want to look.
You know what? I don't think he was real happy with the way he finished that. But it went in the goal.
That's a perfectionist for you.
It's been that type of game for Cleveland. That two-pointer now makes it 16-6, and that will lead us into a break. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Play with the soccer ball of the pros, Candace, the official soccer ball of the National Professional Soccer League. Guaranteed for long-lasting high performance. Hand-stitched for superior quality, uniquely designed. Candace, the soccer ball of the pros. Available at soccer specialty stores everywhere. When soccer is the game, Candace is the name. Candace, the official soccer ball of the National Professional Soccer League. Candace for your team or league. A soccer ball that's one kick ahead of all the others.
Look at that. They're right in rhythm.
Yeah, you can tell they've been to a few games together, huh?
Aren't they supposed to twirl it, too, and throw it up in the air?
And they can sing as well while they're doing it.
And Art, they've got seats.
We have the attendance for tonight's game.
They're a little out of sync now.
991.
Will they be in Buffalo tomorrow? We'll find out. The All-Star game tonight. Tonight is the game. At midnight. Actually, it is tomorrow, if you want to be
correct. You're technically correct.
Really
Ed.
technical about it. Midnight.
You better go get a nap, buddy.
I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you. As Chicago attacks, Hugh Weiler backs it out to Cott. Oh, the pass just a bit behind Snow. Last week on the deuce, Hector Marinero, 18 points, a record, NPSL record. Carriage, 8 assists, an NPSL record. Tonight, Marinero with only 3 points. Carriage with 5. There's another team that has made it to the NPSL second season. The Baltimore Spirit, if they win, it's late in that game. They're up by 6. They will join St. Louis and Kansas City. St. Louis and Kansas City over in the National Division. Nobody in the American Division has clinched it.
Baltimore in second place, hoping that Buffalo overtakes Harrisburg for that third spot, or else they would meet Harrisburg in the first round for the third straight season, and Harrisburg has knocked out Baltimore the last 2 seasons.
Well, the last 2 years, Cleveland has finished second to Baltimore. A steal by Gutierrez. Miller played it back. A little bit too much pace to finish. As I was saying, Cleveland finished second the last 2 years and made it to the championship series because they got help with Harrisburg beating Baltimore. Cleveland still had beat Harrisburg on the way in. A little different scenario this season. Snow Harkness got it across, and Tracky got a piece of it. There you see the time in the right bottom corner of your screen. It's gone now. So we've got just over 3 minutes to play. Powers has been in this sixth attacker set all game long. Dragicevic with a shot block. Senna goes over the back of Gutierrez. And Henry saying, where did that come from?
Well, a foul one way or the other.
Yeah. Snow. Flashka. Todd. Now Stebbins. Snow into Stebbins. Moving in across the goal. And it wrong-footed Chuck Todd. Maybe got screened. And Adraki was able to corral it. Senna.
I was about to say collision course coming.
A very gutsy move. Here he comes ahead. Got it across. Snow to Codd. He scores! Chuck Codd from Ken Snow. It makes it 16-8. Time of this goal is 12:33.
And that's fitting, huh? The two old veterans there. Kenny Snow and Chuck Codd hooking up, and look at Senna continuing to fight, down by 10 points.
And Dracky thought Chuck was going far post. Snow now with 3 points tonight, giving him 107 on the year. And Ken Snow in the top 12 in league scoring. Tony Senna off to get a break.
Yeah, he wanted to pass his buddy Pato Marhetic before the All-Star game. He was telling me he wanted to razz the Magic Man a little bit at the All-Star game.
A drive. Tima just couldn't get on the back of that. Good ball to Stengren. He's from Akron. Plays it back. Takes a break. Snow will come on. There's a look at Chris Clausen with the decoration on his nose.
I saw Clausen in Milwaukee play against the Wave, and then after the game, he still had that nasal strip on. He was at the restaurant eating dinner with the nasal strip on. I told him you're supposed to take it off after you shower.
Wes Sechrist is on for his first shift.
But he wants to be known as the first player to wear that nasal strip, soccer player that is.
Well, that is duly noted. I think he makes a little less money, too. A little bit less money. Karich will have a free kick. Drills it into the wall. Snow felt that one. We're down to 1.5 minutes to play. French looks like they will wrap up a playoff spot. Oh, Hector Marinero.
Hector having mercy on the rest of the league. Rest of the players that are trying to catch him in the scoring race. He's given away about 4 points here.
Good ball. Harkness on his way in. And Tracky ran him off. Schweitzer with a good tackle. And here's a 2-on-1. Marinero to Karich. He scores. That's the hat trick for Karich. He's got a three-pointer and a pair of twos. While Hector Marinero with his second assist of the game will match his total of 43 from last year.
What was that one? Have some of that, huh?
I wonder if that was in honor of Tommy Tanner with the little Tatanka move.
Certainly wouldn't scare anybody in the WWF.
No, I don't think so. 18-8 the score. Karich now with 141 points with 7 tonight. Good tackle by Adati.
Oh, and a great ball.
Just couldn't redirect it. Quickly into Codd. You know, the last 2 times I've seen Chicago, they have played hard the entire 60 minutes. Saw them in Chicago against Harrisburg in a loss on Monday. They never gave up, even though they were out of it score-wise.
Parties and more, the official party supplier to the Crush. Can make your
They say the 8th straight game with a point, Art, but his assist string is going to end.
Yes, that's true. Doesn't have an assist. But I'm sure he'll tell you that victories are what he's after.
No doubt. Bradley on for his first shift as the clock ticks down. There's the horn, and it's all over. The Cleveland Crunch has rebounded from a loss to Buffalo and clinched a playoff spot with an 18-8 victory over the Chicago Power. Cleveland now at 22-7. They still own the best record in the league. Chicago drops to 5-25, their 8th straight loss. Doug Miller voted the player of the game here in Cleveland. As the players mill about and congratulate one another, we will come back with a look at tonight's All-Star game, the American division and the National division from the Odd in Buffalo. And we'll also hear from a few of the players as Art Kramer will get beamed down to the locker room. And I'll talk to a few of the principals of tonight's 18-8 victory. There's Hector Marinero, a rough night for him. He missed a couple of sitters for Hector. Anybody else? Maybe a little bit harder, but Hector scores those. Zoran Karic and Brian Blaschka were going at it all game long, and each guy pleading his case.
Saturday, February 25th.
Karic apparently didn't appreciate the way he was marked, and Brian was telling him, I did what I needed to do. Jim Adams with an arm around Karic, those two former teammates. And that's the walkway to the locker room. Henry Gutierrez had a nice afternoon with a pair of 2-point goals, giving him now 83 points on the season. He is the 3rd leading scorer on the Crunch, and as we mentioned before, the top scoring newcomer. There's a look at the duo. Z on the left, Hector on the right. They'll be all part of the fun from the Odd in Buffalo as the American division and the National division will hook up in the NPSL All-Star game. The National division looking to make it 2 straight victories over the American division. We'll be back with Art Kramer down in the locker room area. Don't go away.
How much do you pay for a minute of long distance?
Maybe 75 cents.
50 cents? I have no idea. I'm sure it's a lot.
Well, now Sprint introduces a whole new way to save on long distance.
Call now and sign up for Sprint's simple new long-distance calling plan, Sprint Cents. How simple is it? It's just 10 cents a minute, every evening, every night, and all weekend long.
A dime a minute all night? That's easy.
10 cents a minute?
It's that simple.
No calling circles, no confusing percentages. You'll always know what rate you're paying. And if you call Sprint now, you'll get a special bonus, up to 100 minutes free.
Guess I better call.
So should you, because at 10 cents a minute, the savings can really add up.
1 minute, 2 minutes, 3.
10 cents. Hey, with Sprint, I could have talked 10 minutes for the price of this cup of coffee.
Who says a dime doesn't buy you anything anymore?
Get Sprint Cents for the simplest way to save on long distance and up to 100 minutes free. Call Sprint now, 1-800-913-9725.
There's the final score from Cleveland, a 10-point win for the Crunch over the Power. The Power was outshot in this game 46-19. But they stuck in tough, had a good game plan, and almost pulled off an upset. Once again, it's the 8th annual NPSL All-Star Game this evening at midnight. The American division against the National division, the best the game has to offer. And you know these guys want to show their stuff. They will do that this evening. We're going to go down to Art Kramer, who has Doug Miller, who had a pretty good game this afternoon. Art?
Thanks a lot, Ed. Here with the man of the match today, Dougie Miller. Doug, couple goals today. Must be nice to get that start of the game.
Yeah, it was very nice. Coming back from having a stress fracture and a broken toe, getting back in the lineup, taking it slow, and I put a few away, gets my confidence back.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that injury. You were out for some games this year, and what exactly was that injury?
Yeah, I had a stress fracture in my tibia, and I was out for, I guess, 12 weeks, came back, broke my toe, was out for another 3 weeks, so it's been an injury-filled season.
Well, you came over here a year and a half ago from Harrisburg, where they pretty much played a run-and-gun, high-pressure type style. Now you come here to Cleveland, a little bit different look with the crunch.
Yeah, these guys are great. Playing with Hector and Z is in a different world. So I came here, and I was thankful, that Gary brought me here because I played with him before, and playing with Hector and Z, they make it easy on you.
Well, we got one of your goals on the monitor. We don't have the monitor to see it, but the rest of the people can take a look.
Gutierrez played it across.
Well, we saw Henry Gutierrez. Sorry, you said Henry up there. And let's talk about that. You're playing with Henry on the second line. You've got everybody pretty much back to full health with the exception of Tommy Tanner here today. What does that mean to have a full squad going into the playoffs?
Well, that's what we wanted. Gary told me that he was going to take it slow and get me back from my stress fracture and my broken toe, and we're working hard in practice, me and Henry, and we still we're not there, but we're getting there, and it's good playing with Henry. I mean, he's got great skill, and he works hard, and it makes it easy on me.
All right, Doug, continued success the rest of the season. Great game here today.
Thanks, Art.
Back up to you, Ed.
All right, Art, thanks a lot. There's the world champion sign. The Crunch, the 93-94 world champs, and they're on their way to try and defend that, doing very well with the best record in the league. Here's what the lineups will look like tonight from the Odd in Buffalo, the American Division All-Stars. The starting lineup will have Otto Orff in goal. Hector and Zorn will be the forwards, with Paul Doherty from Buffalo running the midfield. Defensively, it'll be Richard Chinapoo from Harrisburg, along with Tim Whitman from Baltimore, coached by Dave McWilliams of the Baltimore Spirit. Let's go down once again to Art Kramer, there with the coach of the Crunch, Gary Henley.
I'm here with last year's Coach of the Year in the NPSL, Gary Henley. Gary, just another day at the office today with another victory.
Well, it was kind of a strange office day, though, because of their tactics out there. It's something we didn't anticipate, certainly. That was the weirdest, change. I think the stat people probably had the hardest time to see how much time Tony Sene played and Jimmy Adams played in goal. They must have been going crazy up there. And thanks for saying Coach of the Year. It was Darryl Duran in St. Louis, though. But
well, the year before.
Anyway.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Chicago's strategy. You come out, you give your team a pregame speech, you get them all ready, and then suddenly they're going six attacker to start the game. What do you tell the guys?
Well, we tried to have a little bit of patience. I think that can be very frustrating. It certainly doesn't allow you to get in any rhythm. When Adams was in there, everything was disjointed because now they didn't go sixth attacker. So it was very difficult to do. But I thought that second half, when we had a chance to talk about it and we pushed our defenders up, we were playing 5 individual people chasing the ball, and then second half we thought that we could do it collectively, and really 1 or 2 people in the lineup, a little more energy in there, and the first 3-point goal that we got, once they get down by so many points, I think it was going to be more difficult for them. But I think our energy on defense was probably the difference.
Let's talk about a couple injuries, Coach. You've got Tommy Tanner was out today's game. What's his status? And also the status of Andy Schmetzer, who's supposed to be playing in an all-star game tonight.
Yeah, Tommy's going to be out for a couple of weeks. They took an x-ray, but it was inconclusive. A lot of swelling there, and they're going to have to wait until Monday or Tuesday, beginning of next week, to take some more x-rays or a bone scan to see if he has an outside bone on his foot that might be chipped. So we're just going to have to wait on that one. And Andy Schmetzer, who was slated to go in the All-Star game as a backup to somebody else, is not going to be able to play because of his foot injury. So he's going to have to be replaced for the NPSL All-Star game in Buffalo.
Well, defending champs, and today you clinch a spot in the playoffs. What does that mean as far as you're concerned?
Well, that's always a team's first objective, I think, is to make sure that you make the playoffs and get into the second season. Everything starts over again, starting April 1st. And I think our next objective is to win as many games as we can in the American Division, climb up, get home field advantage. And we know in the last 2 years when we played Kansas City and St. Louis that home field advantage probably played a very big part in the finals. So it's a very unique setup in the NPSL that you just can't worry about your own division. You have to concern yourself with how many wins St. Louis or Kansas City would look like in the opposite division now.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. Continued success. Back up to you, Ed.
Okay, Art, not everybody has left this building. Maybe looking for some spare change or a candy bar. Who knows? But they're still having fun. And there's a look at Art Kramer's fan club. All three of them. And so we'll go and take a look at what the National Division setup looks like. There's a rundown of all the great players you'll see representing the National Division. As far as their starting lineup goes, it'll be Jamie Swanner in goal, making his 8th All-Star appearance. He's the only player ever to perform in all 8 of the NPSL All-Star games. And before we get into the starting lineups of the National Division, we're going to go back down to Art, who is grabbing anybody who walks by. He's got Boro Susovic. Let's go back down to Art.
Well, Ed, first off, that was not my fan club. I thought that was more like Charlie's Angels that you just shown. But we've got Boro Susovic. Boro, great game plan tonight to come out with the 6 attacker and limit Cleveland's opportunities.
Well, that's what we wanted to do. We were just unfortunate that our youthfulness really in the second half created some really bad passes, and we got caught with the ball, and good team will punish you, obviously.
Yeah, that's right. You came out after halftime, 2 goals in the first minute, 14, and then no goals to the last minute of the third quarter. So you gave up a few goals right at the beginning and then at the end of the third quarter.
Well, I was still busy talking to you at halftime. I missed that first one. I was listening to your instructions again, but I didn't see the first 3-pointer. But like I said, if we could eliminate those couple of plays, I think we would have had a chance to go into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're one of 5 coaches around the league who played for Gary Henley, the guy that you coached against tonight. What's the story with that? How has he been able to give to you players that ability to coach in this league?
Well, you know, I've learned a lot from Gary. I mean, he's an organized coach. He knows the indoor game really well, and he's really high on preparation. And I've actually tried to copy some of the stuff that he does, and it's just that he happens to have Zoran and Hector, you know, which is difficult to coach against, obviously.
Yeah. Well, here you sit, Boro 5-25. There's 10 games left for you on the season. What do you tell the team? How do you get the guys prepared to play each game?
If we play good against Detroit next week, we might get back on the ESPN2 again. And, you know, we've been a good TV team, and, you know, we just want to win one more, I guess.
All right.
We'll be okay.
Good luck, Boro. Back up to you, Ed.
Thanks, Hardy.
Okay, Art, and we'll get back to the starting lineup for the National Division. Jamie Swanner will be in goal. Defensively, Kim Runfed of Wichita will start. The other defensive partner up in the air right now because Kevin Hundald of St. Louis was supposed to start. He's not going to make it because of an injury. Ian Frazier has replaced him, but I don't know if he's going to start. Brian Haynes from Kansas City will be in the midfield, along with Goran Hunyak, also from the attack, and Padomar Hedek, the all-time leading scorer and all-star competition in this league, will be up front. And we've had some exciting stuff happen all-star-wise over the last couple of years here on the Deuce, and that's what we're going to do. Take a look at what's been going on the last couple of years in all-star competition in the NPSL. The best get to wear the jerseys that say All-Star, and here are a few of the guys that you will see Sunday night on ESPN. Zoran Karic will be won the MVP of last year. Let's see it again. No chance for the keepers on Sunday in the All-Star game. Canton Invaders' Marcelo Carrera will be there making another All-Star appearance, and he'll tap this one home in the 93 All-Star game. Thank you very much. Gets a little help from former teammate Padomar Hedek. Hedek, the all-time leading scorer in the NPSL All-Star games, with a tap-in off of a great give-and-go. Hedek will be there. The Magic Man, Detroit's player coach. Balls come from everywhere, and goalkeepers required to save it. Jamie Swanner has been in all 8 NPSL All-Star games. No chance on that one. It's not all serious business. There's time for the fans, but the talent level is superior. Hector Marinero with a bicycle kick in the 93 All-Star game. Hector, the 92-93. Most valuable player in the league. Watch it again. It doesn't get much better than that. Want to see it again? All right, we'll see it again. Marinero with the bicycle kick. That'll get you going. He scores them from anywhere. Tap-ins, bicycle kicks. Come on, let's hear you. We'll all be there Sunday night at the Odd for the 8th annual NPSL All-Star Game. Our cameras will be there in Buffalo to show you all the great action, and Art Kramer will be there as well. Art, I know you're a guy that likes to take a look at these things before they happen. How do you see this All-Star game shaping up?
Well, I think it's going to be a lower scoring game than we might have seen in the past. You've got the likes of Randy Pikuzinski, Tim Whitman, Rudy Pikuzinski, Sean Bowers can go both ways up and down the field. So I'm looking for a little bit lower scoring game, but certainly not lacking in intensity. And I'm going to pick the American division. I think they got too many stars for the national division.
Art, you've played in a few of these All-Star games. Do you have any memory of something that comes to your mind? What was your most fun, your greatest recollection of these galas?
Well, I played in 4 of them, Ed, and I tell you what, the greatest thing is to be voted by your peers to be an all-star player. That's probably the biggest thing you can get out of them. But they're always fun. It's fun to join forces with some of the other guys that you bang heads with around the league, game in and game out, and you get a chance to know the guys a little bit better, and certainly a time to relax, take a couple days off, but to enjoy the festivities is important.
I think you hit it right on the head with the fact that this game is going to be a little more defensive with Randy Pikuzinski, Tim Whitman. And once those guys get the juices of everybody else flowing, they kind of just feed off one another. So we might see more hitting than you would normally expect in an All-Star game.
And the sidelight to that is Jamie Swanner, as we mentioned, the former Buffalo Blizzard goalie, now playing for the National Division against 3 of his former teammates, Rudy and Randy Pikuzinski and Paul Dougherty. That's a little side note to watch during this game.
All right, that's what's happening tonight in the All-Star game here from Cleveland. The final score, 18-8, Cleveland over Chicago. We're going to take a break and wrap it up for you, so don't go away.
Man, I could just dispatch the show. Oops, you know. Ladies, you don't. Watch this. Chantel is looking exquisite. But can she drink?
Ball.
Thumbs up, she got hang time!
This is what I'm talking about, people.
You can expect great things from the great taste of Miller Lite. Here comes Teresa. This. She's doing the move. She shakes, she bakes, she goes up. You got it.
This could be your arm. This could be your back. This could be your stomach. This could be your thigh. These could be your shoulders. This could be your body. This could be the way. The Soloflex Muscle Machine, just $39 a month. Call now for a free brochure. This could be your arm. This could be your chest. These could be your shoulders. This could be your thigh. This could be your stomach. This could be your back. This could be your body. This could be the way. The Soloflex Muscle Machine, just $39 a month. Call now for a free brochure.
There's the final once again from Cleveland as Artie's Angels continue in waiting for the man to get out of the hallway down there. Here's the teams that have made the playoffs in the NPSL. We now have 4 as the Cleveland Crunch join the Kansas City Attack and the St. Louis Ambush. The Crunch in the American Division, the Ambush and the Attack in the National. Baltimore also clinching a playoff spot in the American Division. So 2 teams from each division have made their way into the second season. Over in the American Division, here's what the race for the final 2 spots look like. It appears that it's going to be between Harrisburg and Buffalo. Dayton with an outside chance, but their hopes are fading quickly. Really, probably what's going to happen there is Harrisburg and Buffalo jockeying for the final playoff spots in their seats. Harrisburg still with a good chance of catching Baltimore for the number 2 spot, and Baltimore still can catch the Crunch. So a lot can happen in the American Division as far as how the spots of 1 through 4 sit. Well, it looks like Artie must be waiting outside because the Angels have decided that the rendezvous will occur. Over in the National Division, St. Louis and Kansas City, boy, are they in a battle as they sit tied for first place. Milwaukee and Wichita look locked in the final 2 spots, and there'll be a little movement before that. And so a lot can happen as far as it happens. Don't forget, tonight, midnight Eastern time, it's the 8th annual NPSL All-Star Game, the American Division and the National Division. The National Division coming off a 29-22 victory last year. That's it from Cleveland as the Crunch wraps up a playoff spot with a 10-point victory over pesky Power. For Art Kramer, I'm Ed Vicinic saying so long from Cleveland. We'll see you from Buffalo.
Time for Latin Football Weekly to take you to the Copa Libertadores, a great matchup in Chile, in Santiago, between Universidad de Chile and Universidad Católica. And Católica would get off to the quicker start in the 4th minute of the game. The number 9 player, Alberto Acosta, chest trapped in a great left-footed shot at a goal. 4 minutes in, Universidad Católica takes a 1-0 lead. That's why he's one of the great goal scorers in Chile. The chest trap, not even close to a handball, then brings it down to the left foot and scores off the nice pass. And even though it starts off as Acosta's day, it finishes off as Marcelo Salas's day. It was Católica's first and only goal. Late in the first half, watch the Matador. Marcelo Salas, wearing number 11, right alone in front, scores off the left footer. Esteban Valencia is the man that plays it across the number 7 player. That ball should have been deflected before it reached Salas, because if it gets to his foot, there's danger for the goalkeeper. Valencia with a couple of nice fakes to get it through, and the game was tied at 1 in the first half. Second half, Universidad de Chile. Now you tell us, is this a goal? Watch for Salas. He'll wear number 11 in front. He's going to deflect it. Does the ball go over the line completely? I don't know. The referee says it did. So do the players. Universidad de Chile will take a 2-1 lead. They say it was in. Does this replay show us any better? Oh, you see the chalk dust fly. You couldn't tell from that angle for sure. The entire ball must go over. We saw chalk dust fly, so it was very close. Wow. 2-1. Universidad de Chile. They would make it 3-1. Guess who will complete the hat trick? If you guess Salas, you're right on the money. Here's Valencia. Block. It's loose. Still loose. Salas is there. This time off the